Please sit down. This will be taken away if I see you taking big pictures. The chat show is about to start. It's a rendezvous with Prabha Raghunandan. And she will now, I present her the floor. She will be conducting this program.
We are about to start the second session of our program. Let's sit and enjoy the chat show. Thank you.
International Inner Wheel President Zenaida, Convener, Past Board Director Dilruba and Organizing Committee, National and District Leaders, Board Director Faye, fellow members, Salam Alaikum, Abhivadan, Namaskar, Magadang Gabi, Salamat Patang, and Namaskar, good evening. In case my pronunciation was so bad that you didn't understand what I was saying. Good evening. Thank you, South Asia Rally Convener, Past Board Director Dilruba, for trusting me and giving me the privilege of hosting this session, Talk Show Among Nations, to showcase our pride, Inner Wheel, through our performance on the path of friendship and service. My dear fellow members, please put your hands together. Past National President Donna Zhao, please escort our senior-most panelist, past IIW representative Mary Jane Ortega from Philippines. She has been an Inner Wheel member for 55 years. Let's hear it for her, please. Wherever, it's your pleasure. Thank you very much, Donna. Thank you. Thank you. Next up, I call Past Board Director Patricia Hilton to be escorted on stage by Shweta Sinha, escorting her association president. Let's hear it for her, my friends. Next, I call District Chairman Seema Jha, District 350 Nepal, to escort her first district chairman, first national representative of Nepal, Kamal Prabha Kharel, on stage. May we have a round of applause for Kamal. I now request past district editor Padmini to escort national representative from Malaysia and Singapore, Parimala, on stage. Put your hands together to welcome Parimala. And now I request past IIW Board Director Bulbul Alam to escort past national representative Nazneen Rahman from the host country Bangladesh on stage. And she must get the loudest applause. Put your hands together, come on. That, as you can see, is the map of the world. Inner Wheel members around the world. Women who walk hand in hand, building bridges of friendship, using their brain, hearts and hands to bring smiles to faces. Our motto of friendship is something we are very proud of. Friendship is not taught in any school or college. Life's bylanes teach us friendship. If we haven't learned friendship, we haven't learned anything. Don't you agree? A smile, a hug, a few kind words are the beginnings of friendship. We can change what we are and evolve because of our friendship. And together, we can soar to and above our wildest expectations. Shweta, the next slide, please. It is my privilege to introduce. That's all of us, ladies, with the map of Asia in the background. Can we have a round of applause for the panelists, please? It is my privilege to introduce Mary Jane Ortega, currently Special Advisor to CityNet, Board Member of the Global Initiative Against Transnational Crimes of the Institute for Solidarity in Asia, for Good Governance of St. Louis College of La Union, mentor of Nigeria Foundation for the Improvement of the Quality of Basic Education in Public Schools, and special advisor to the City of Yokohama's Y Port project. Among several important assignments she has worked on, served as CityNet Secretary General, former Mayor of San Fernando City, La Union 1998 to 2007. She is the first Filipina to receive the United Nations Scroll of Honor Award from UN Habitat in 2000 for her advocacy for the empowerment of women and for the city development strategies. A Konrad Adenauer Stiftung Merit Awardee on local governance, among the numerous awards she has received on her advocacies on women, environment, and governance. She joined Innerwheel in 1967. I was learning my alphabets then, ma'am. She became president of her club in 1970-71, District 379 editor, district chairman, IIW representative, president of IWCPI 92-93, president of the IWCPI Foundation, president of the Council of Past National Presidents. She describes herself as flexible. That is such an interesting way to describe oneself. I would really like to describe myself as that, but I'm not. So, unfortunately, that is something I really need to learn. She loved to read earlier, but you know what the pandemic did to her? She started watching Netflix and View. So there, she's given up reading, but she wants to go back to reading and singing. So if we have time, we must listen to some song from her, isn't it? Oh. Doesn't matter. We are among friends. International Innerwheel breeds and lives friendship, our badge of pride. Ma'am, the stage is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prava. And it's my pleasure to be here with you, and I'd like to greet our pride in the Philippines, our president of International Innerwheel, who has been the second Filipina to be president. And it was 39 years ago since we had a Filipina president, and she's none other than Wonder Woman, we call her Zenaida Farcon. So I would also like to greet all the members of the board. We have Fedegia from our place and the convener, who has been working so hard, not sleeping anymore, and always with a smile. And I'd like to really greet you, Dilruba. And I said, oh my goodness, I see her and her daughter, and I said, mother, daughter, both pretty, both talented, and we thank you for a wonderful conference here in Bangladesh. Thank you, Ruba. And to my fellow panelists, and to all of you, my friends, my newly found friends, good evening. You know, in the International Innerwheel, I was there, as I told you, with Anita Agarwal. And this was in 1989, before she became president. And we were the two members of the IIW who decided to go out of London and go and see the place. Just the two of us. And when we could not go back because we could not get a taxi, somebody from the Indian community saw her with her mark. They were the ones who looked for a taxi for us, and we barely made it for the meeting on time. So those are my memories of International Innerwheel. In the Innerwheel Clubs of the Philippines Incorporated, and I'm here with the past national presidents, our motto is selflessness in friendship and service to humanity. It's not enough that we stop at friendship. We have to continue on and serve our community. But at the same time, you cannot just be serving your community if you're quarreling among each other, if you feel bad about somebody else. And so the thing is to be selfless. Never mind if you're hurt. Understand, ask Earlier, Dilruba mentioned friendship needs understanding, and most especially, friendship needs blessing, to bless her that she may be enlightened, because it is in friendship that you can have the synergy, the energy to work together to help and reach out to those who are, as they say, marginalized in life. In Inner Wheel, I would like to tell you, since already Prabha mentioned, I've been here for 55 years, and I was telling Nair, who was my seatmate earlier, I was a member even before you were born. And many of you are even not born when I became a member. And we would meet, but one of the things that we learned is to help one another. And so our club, we had 45 members then, but we became seniors, and they started passing on. And every time a president of our club would be on her last days of life, she would call us, and when we would visit her, they would tell me, Mary Jane, do not forget, take care of our club, take care of our members. But we started growing old, and slowly the 45 got down to 12 because we forgot to get the young ones. And all of a sudden, when we had the young ones, now our club is alive. Out of the ICU of the hospital, we have won awards from our national club. And why were we able to recruit young members? Perhaps it's because they saw, in Inner Wheel Club, I can develop friendship among each other.
Thank you, Mary Jane, and that was wonderful. Service happens because of empathy, the desire to share and care, the wish to help in any which way. Next slide, please. Individually, we are one. Together, we are an ocean. Together, we can feed the hungry, shelter the homeless. We can create awareness among people. We can create levels of education. We can give orphans a home. There is nothing we cannot do if we try and start. It is my pleasure to present to you Kamal Prabha Kharel. She started her Inner Wheel journey in 2009 as the Charter President of Inner Wheel Club of Bagmati. Along with the support from members of her own club and India, Kamal was able to form a district in Nepal and appointed district chairman for 2 years. Again, her passion and love for Inner Wheel has taken her across the world to India, to Sri Lanka, to Malaysia and Australia at the convention where she represented Nepal on stage. She was the first district chairman and then the first national representative of Inner Wheel District 350 from 2018 till 2020. Kamal, personal service comes naturally to her, and she started with a small village which has now adopted 65 families, and they have been successfully working with them. Now the latest project is in Karanga, the northwestern part of Nepal, to build a community hall. Kamal is passionate about Inner Wheel, and she relates to the organization. Says that she has noticed empowerment in herself and in the community because of Inner Wheel. Her mantra in life is, do something today that in future yourself will thank you for. She is the best person to speak on Inner Wheel worldwide, prides itself on its performance in service. Personal service translated into community benefits. Kamal Prabha Kharel from Nepal.
Shubho Sanda. Sorry, I can't pronounce perfectly. Honorable Madam International Innerville President, our convener Dilruba Ma'am, and all my Innerville friends. Today I'm here to say my little experience or about performance in service. As we are here today, all of us, as we are here today, look at the person beside you. Each Innerville member in this room has a story to share. Story about the families they have helped, communities they have benefited, and lives they have changed. Like all of you, I feel proud to wear the Innerville pins and represent the organization, as we are confident and proud of the service we have provided to the community. Gender equality, women empowerment, girl-child education, and access to proper health facilities are some of the many social causes that Innerville has been advocating for service across the globe. Thank you very much. I will be here. Yeah.
Thank you, Kamal. Just for information, let me tell you that Kamal was leading the district during the devastating earthquake in Nepal. Parimala Sadisan, National Representative, Malaysia. I have known her since 2016 when she came to India for what we in India call as Incoming Chairman's Institute, a training program to better equip district chairmen to handle their responsibilities. I was incoming president, national representative then, and she was district chairman incoming, and organized with her team the last South Asia rally, Circle of Sisterhood in Kuala Lumpur. This is the Circle of Sisterhood coming to Bangladesh, isn't it? Pari, as she's fondly called, joined the Innerville Club of Petaling Jaya in 2004 and charter president of Subang Selangor in 2010-12. She has been vice chairman, district chairman, as I said, in 16-17, extension chairman 19-20, deputy national representative 21-22, and national representative 22-23. She has been district 330 voting delegate in 14th, 16th, 17th, 18th International Innerville Conventions. As you can see, her sociable spirit has made her travel to Innerville events across the world. In India, she's quite the familiar face. What she loves about Innerville: exchanging ideas with fellow members, serving the committees which she considers her me time. She says she's a happy person and loves making friends, contacting old classmates and turning lost friendships into renewed connections adds the extra joy and meaning to life. She's definitely the right person to talk to us on international understanding. Spread over 104 odd countries with representation in United Nations, we can work wonders to foster international understanding. Let me welcome from Malaysia, Parimala Sadisan onto the mic.
A very good evening, IIW President Zini, past board director Dilruba. I'm shivering. I have not addressed such a big crowd. Okay, anyway, Innerville is part of my life. I started in Innerville in 2004. And when I started Innerville, I just loved the people around me, and whatever they say, whatever my club members tell me, I used to follow and do a lot of community service, came one day when one of them said, you have a lot of friends, why don't you start a club on your own? That is when I chartered Inaugurated Club of Subang with 32 members, one of the biggest number in chartering a club. In the past, I come from a very small country with about 20 clubs, and my club was one of the clubs which had a higher number of members when we chartered. Very happy, traveling all over. When I go to any countries, I look around for Inaugurated clubs. I used to visit them. It was one time when I visited US, and then when I told one of the club members, Maria, if I'm not mistaken, I have chartered a club, Maria, and I have 32 members. I was very proud. She said, come on, Pari, don't get excited. You see them all going away. You keep on recruiting. Keep on recruiting. That is when you will see success. That is when I started. Not only recruiting members, but instigating others to chart new clubs. You know, I'm very proud to say that I have started a club in Kerala, India. I've started a club in Malaysia, instigated a club in Malaysia, and both clubs are doing very, very well.
And our branding has not come easily. We have worked very hard for it. I call Nazneen Rahman, past national representative from Bangladesh, to give us her views.
Good evening, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. My topic is branding through performance in context of Bangladesh. Today, I am taking immense pleasure to share the remarkable journey of Inaugurated in Bangladesh, which has helped to create Inaugurated as a brand today. During my tenure as a club president, we have successfully established a daycare center for the underprivileged working women in Old Town of Dhaka city. We provided cooked food and snacks to the children, distributed hygienic materials as soap, toothpaste, toothbrush, hair comb. In winter season, distributed blankets and warm clothes amongst children. For educational purpose, distributed coloring books, color pencil, and teach them alphabets through different pictures, toys for developing their general knowledge. Through government social welfare organization in Dhaka city, we provided new clothes and nourished food to the newborn babies and the mother. We sponsor girl child's education in Ghorashal outside Dhaka city by providing scholarship to the good student and also paying teachers' salaries. We also jointly work with High Care Foundation. Outside, it is a student providing scholarships to the student, and the High Care project is for the disabled children for hearing problem with them, and also we have providing hearing aids and educational support amongst disabled children. Recently, we had a joint project with our Rotary Club, RCMD, in Borishal, outside Dhaka, and the project name is Nobogram. It has an interior remote village where we participated with monetary help to build houses, roads, sanitary latrines, deep tube for safe drinking water for the community, and for the educational purpose a school has been established. We also jointly involved with other Innerville clubs for joint projects on different issues. We also organized various awareness programs on health issues for the community, such as seminar on breast cancer, cervical cancer, early marriage, education.
Our pride lies in our democratically chosen administrative heads. Patricia Hilton will talk more about it. She joined Innerville in 2001, was president in 2003-04 of Innerville Club of Dehradun, district chairman in 2011-12, association president and national representative in 17-18, and association treasurer before that in 12-13. She is member of the Constitution Committee 22-25 in India and was the board director after many years from India. So, membership increased by 2,000 odd members and 73 new clubs were formed when she was president. We did fantastic projects under the heading Subala, Beauty and Strength for Women. Patricia thinks positive and believes that the beauty of life does not depend on how happy you are, but how happy others are because of you. She loves the friendship opportunities to serve and the internationality of Innerville. I invite Patricia Hilton, past board director India, to talk to us on pride and performance, ethos and administration of Innerville.
Being the last speaker, I think I need to wake you all up. But I think you all have been very alert and listening very carefully to the wonderful speakers that have been here before me. So, thank you, Prabha. So, here I am. International Innerville President Zenaida. Like she says, she's looking like a queen, she's looking like a princess, I'll add one more to it, you're looking like a Barbie doll. And our convener, Dilruba, what a wonderful job you've done of this South Asia rally, and it was worth waiting, pandemic or no pandemic, we are here with you. Thank you, Prabha, for moderating this session for us. Dear friends, you've heard all these wonderful speakers. Mine is a little different. It's speaking about administration. So when it comes to administration, most members, I think, are a little reluctant to take up posts and move ahead. But I think it's very important that we are trained properly so that our performance is up to the mark. In fact, we take Innerville to greater heights with that. Since inception, Innerville has striven to empower women to be strong and to create stronger worlds. In line with today's theme for today's talk show, amongst nations, pride and performance, I am here to speak to you on the topic ethos and administration. Each Innerville member is expected to be emancipated, independent, empathetic, and strong to take affirmative action in creating better lives and a better world in our communities and in ourselves. By following and adhering to the principles and objectives of Innerville, we collectively promote true friendship, encourage the ideals of personal service, and foster international understanding to transform and change lives. Over the years, Innerville has been fortunate to have exceptional leaders at all levels that has sustained and strengthened the ethos of our organization as one of the largest women's service organization in the world. And that is all because of our leadership and all the members that follow the principles. By imbibing and safeguarding the core values of friendship and service and adopting appropriate democratic procedures and processes, we have been able to sustain and safeguard the ethos and administrative functioning and resilience of our noble organization. Our administration needs to be strong, balanced, and sometimes flexible, like Mary Ann so mentioned. Our constitution rules and objects have been over the years amended, adapted, and responsive to changing times, to making them more relevant and democratic. With change, wouldn't you agree, what rules and the way of working which was here many years ago, are we following the same, or we've changed over the years? We've adapted. And one example which is so recent is when we had the pandemic. Didn't we move over, change, and we moved ahead? And I don't think in any way did we lose out on anything, whether it was communication, friendships, or service. Innerwheel prides itself in giving each member the opportunity and to voice opinions and suggest appropriate changes and measures to enhance and strengthen this process, which seriously affected the in-person meetings. We resorted to Zoom, made Innerwheel look beyond their horizon. They could invite Innerwheel members, high-ranking Innerwheel members from anywhere in the country and the world to their training sessions, which has happened. If you have seen the last 3 years, we've had very good Zoom sessions where trainers from all over came forward and did presentations and helped. Dear friends, Innerwheel, with all this, will continue to grow, prosper, and remain strong to work wonders for a better world for all. So at the end of it, I would definitely like to say that training is very important, but at the same time, we need to be a little flexible. It shouldn't be like it is all, you know, just learning. Wherever there is need for a change, we need to adapt that in our working. Thank you.
Repeatedly, we've been saying we have our neighboring countries come for training. We have two of you sitting on stage, Parimala and Kamal, who have come to India for training. Do you think it benefited you and your... You did? Oh, that gives us something to feel very happy about. That you came to our country, you did, with a relationship is established. We have been friends right through now for the last so many years. So yes, it does help. And because at the club level, it is not enough if one person is superb. If you think, I'm wonderful, because of me the club runs, believe me, this is rubbish. Sorry. Because we must all be able to empower each other, use each other's talents and capabilities in the best possible manner, and then we create a chain of leaders, not merely of our clubs, but also of society. There is a Sanskrit shlok, a verse which says, Balika aham balika, navayuga janita aham balika, na aham abala adi shakti aham ambika. It means, I am a girl of modern times. I am not feeble, I am not powerless. I am Adi Shakti, the creator, and I am a strong woman. As we walk towards the Innerwheel centenary in 2024, let's ask ourselves the question, Are we doing our utmost, our best in friendship and service? Can we not push the frontiers and make our flag fly higher and stronger? Your heart will say, yes, we should. So yes, let us all together create a legacy of leadership, leadership which brings about change in thought, action and attitude. I will end by thanking the panelists for their cooperation, thanking Dilruba ji for always believing in me. Waited 2 years, 3 years. But yes, she did not change the anchor. She did not change the plan. And she still said, Prabha, you will come and you will take care of this session. Thank you so much for that. I end with few lines from a poem which I wrote when my club completed 30 years. I will tweak it and I'm sure it will speak for each one of you on stage and off the stage. To interwheel with love. 33 years and counting. Can't imagine life without you. My inner wheel. Loving and being loved by me and mine. Learning and teaching in your premises. Inner Wheel membership, a privilege. 100+ countries. International truly. We can lead the change, widening horizons of mind and heart. Lighting paths with personal service. Touching hearts with empathy, understanding. Expanding to serve, creating one world. We for women show, together we can work wonders. Unique and united, we will leave a lasting legacy. Thank you very much.